Diabetes is not just a condition anymore. It's a full-blown global epidemic. And while medications can help, the truth is this: what you eat will either heal you or slowly destroy you. Today, I'm exposing 10 of the worst foods for diabetics. The silent enemies that are making your blood sugar harder to control and increasing your risk of serious complications like heart disease, kidney failure, nerve damage, and even blindness. I'm Shama Maiwatsi, your healthy food guide. Stick with me to the end. I'll give you one powerful food tip that can help reverse blood sugar spikes naturally and support your long-term healing journey. Let's dive right in. 1. Sugary beverages. Let's start with the most dangerous culprit: sugary drinks. That bottle of soda, sweetened iced tea, or juice might look harmless, but it's secretly one of the worst things you can consume if you're diabetic. Just one can of cola can pack up to 40 grams of sugar, and that's your full carb limit for an entire meal, blown away in just a few gulps. The real danger? These drinks are loaded with high fructose corn syrup, a man-made sweetener that doesn't just raise blood sugar. It builds dangerous belly fat, triggers insulin resistance, and harms your liver over time. In fact, studies show that sugary drink consumption is strongly linked to both diabetes and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, even in people who aren't overweight. YW Checkmar health tip: instead of reaching for that soda, hydrate with water and add slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint. Herbal teas, green teas, and infused water are excellent alternatives that support blood sugar balance. 2. Trans fats. You may not taste them, but they're silently killing you from the inside. Trans fats are artificial, hydrogenated fats added to common products like margarine, baked goods, frozen dinners, and powdered creamers. They don't raise your blood sugar immediately, but they act like slow poison, causing chronic inflammation, worsening insulin resistance, increasing belly fat, and raising your risk of stroke and heart disease. Label warning: if a food label includes the words partially hydrogenated oils, that's a hidden red flag for trans fats. Many processed foods contain them, even in small amounts. Health tip: replace trans fat-laden foods with healthy fats such as extra virgin olive oil, cold-pressed coconut oil, and raw nuts. 3. White rice, bread, and pasta. Refined carbs, like white rice, pasta, and bread, may be part of your daily diet, but they're doing major harm to your blood sugar. These foods have been stripped of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. What's left is starch that digests quickly and turns into glucose, raising your sugar levels fast. Studies show that diets high in refined carbs can even impair brain function in diabetics, leading to fatigue, forgetfulness, and poor mental clarity. That brain fog, it might be from your daily bread. YW Checkmar health tip: choose fiber-rich alternatives like brown rice, quinoa, barley, whole grain sourdough, or even cauliflower rice. These help you feel fuller longer and cause fewer blood sugar spikes. 4. Flavored yogurt. Yogurt is often advertised as a health food, but the flavored ones? They can be worse than ice cream. Most are made with low-fat or non-fat milk, and then packed with added sugar to boost taste, sometimes making up to 60% of the calories. Even frozen yogurt, which many believe is a healthier dessert, often contains as much sugar, or more, than regular ice cream. YW Checkmark health tip: go for full-fat, plain Greek yogurt. It's creamy, filling, and has far less sugar. Top it with chia seeds, cinnamon, or a small handful of berries if you want a touch of flavor without the spike. 5. Sugary breakfast cereals. What's the worst way to start your morning if you're diabetic? A bowl of cereal, especially those that claim to be heart healthy or whole grain. Most breakfast cereals are loaded with sugar and fast-digesting carbs, giving you a spike and crash effect. Even healthy granola can contain over 40 grams of carbs per small half-cup serving, with almost no protein or fiber to slow the absorption. YW Checkmark health tip: swap cereal for a high-protein, low-carb breakfast. Try boiled eggs with avocado, chia seed pudding, or a veggie omelet. These meals keep you full, balanced, and energized all morning. 6. Flavored coffee drinks. We all love our coffee, and black coffee itself can have health benefits. even a reduced risk of type 2 diabetes. But flavored coffee drinks like caramel macchiatos, frappuccinos, and mocha lattes, they're sugar bombs in disguise. A 16-ounce flavored latte from a popular coffee shop can contain 50 to 60 grams of sugar, the equivalent of several donuts. YW checkmark health tip. If you love coffee, enjoy it the right way. Stick to black coffee or espresso, and add a tablespoon of heavy cream or unsweetened almond milk. Skip the syrups and whipped toppings completely. 7. Natural sugars, honey, agave, maple syrup. There's a myth that natural sweeteners are safe. But here's the truth. Honey, agave nectar, and maple syrup might be less processed, but they still spike your blood sugar rapidly. They're still sugar. Even though these don't contain artificial chemicals, your pancreas sees them just like it sees table sugar. And the result is the same: elevated glucose, insulin surges, and increased fat storage. Wide heavy checkmark health tip. Instead of honey or syrup, try stevia or monk fruit sweeteners. They're natural, calorie-free, and don't spike blood sugar. 8. Dried fruits. Fruits are healthy, right? Yes, but not when they're dried. Dried fruits like raisins, apricots, dates, and dried mangoes are super concentrated in sugar. When the water is removed, the sugar becomes highly condensed. A single cup of raisins has 115 grams of carbs, compared to just 27 grams in a cup of fresh grapes. YTB checkmark health tip. Choose whole, fresh fruits, especially low-sugar options like strawberries, raspberries, citrus fruits, and apples, in moderation. These offer fiber, hydration, and blood sugar balance. 9. Packaged snack foods. Snack foods like pretzels, crackers, cookies, and chips may seem convenient, but they are empty calories loaded with refined carbs and harmful oils. Worse still, studies show that many of these packaged snacks contain 10% more sugar and carbs than listed on the label. Wide heavy checkmark health tip. Replace junk snacks with natural, healing options. Try a handful of almonds, some cucumber slices with hummus, or an ounce of cheese. These keep you satisfied without the blood sugar crash. 10. French fries and fried foods. Last but not least, fries. They're everyone's favorite side dish, but for diabetics, they're one of the worst. Not only are they high in simple starches, but deep frying creates toxic compounds like AGEs, advanced glycation end products, and aldehydes, which increase inflammation and oxidative stress. This combo increases your risk of diabetes complications, heart disease, and even certain cancers. YW checkmark health tip. If you love potatoes, go for boiled sweet potatoes or mashed parsnips. They're nutritious, lower in carbs, and can be enjoyed in moderation. Light bulb bonus tip. Boil your sweet potatoes longer. Here's a fascinating food fact. The longer you boil sweet potatoes, the lower their glycemic impact. Heavy checkmark. Boiled 30 minutes equals GI of 46. Great. Heavy checkmark. Boiled only 8 minutes equals GI of 61. Higher. So if you're going to eat sweet potatoes, take the time to boil them properly. It reduces the sugar load on your bloodstream. Brain final word. These 10 foods might be delicious, but they're dangerous if you're dealing with diabetes. If you're serious about protecting your health, improving your energy, and even reversing blood sugar issues, these foods must go. You don't need to change everything overnight. Start small. Swap one bad food for a better one. That one decision can lead to lasting change. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, share it with a friend who needs it, and comment below. Which of these foods are you cutting out first? Don't forget to subscribe for more content on how food can heal your body naturally. And always remember, food isn't just fuel. Food is medicine.